Right then, in this video, you're going to learn absolutely everything that you need to know about the Shopify mobile Dashmock dashboard. You might have actually seen previously on our YouTube channel or the website, we did do a walkthrough on the desktop version of the Shopify dashboard. But now, as you can see, we actually have it as an app and you can actually use it on a phone, which I think is actually kind of ridiculous. I think it really is a great tool, and I think it's extremely authentic when you actually use it right. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to show you how to actually use it, how to access it, and some of the features that are actually in there, so you can get it like this. And like I say, without further ado, let's get into this. So first things first, we're going to go on to Safari. Obviously, go on to Safari. Now, we are going to be using an iPhone for this example, but the principles are pretty much the same. If you are using an Android, if you are using Samsung, Google Pixel, iPhone, it doesn't matter. It's the same, and everything that I go through in this tutorial, you can replicate on whichever phone you're using. I just want to make that clear. But yeah, so obviously first things first, we want to make sure that we're on the Dashmock website, just like on the desktop version. We want to make sure that we're logged into our account. Then we just want to scroll down when we click on account at the top and find Shopify. Here we go. And as you can see, there is two versions here. Obviously you want to click on mobile and it'll load up straight away. Now, I actually want to show you how to get it as an app. That's the main reason I actually wanted to make this video in the first place. So I'm going to quickly show you how to actually do that now. Obviously, we are using iOS. This is the bit that might be a bit different depending on what device you are using. But for this example, as you can see, we want to go down to this middle button here. It's just like an arrow in a little box. We want to click on there, or tap if you're actually on a phone, and then scroll down and click on add to home screen, not add to bookmark. We've had this issue in the past. Just add to home screen, and as you can see, it'll automatically type in Shopify. If it does have anything other than Shopify with a capital S, I would recommend obviously changing that to Shopify with a capital S, as that's how it is displayed on the App Store and obviously on Google Play on the Play Store. So just click add, and as you can see, we've actually got two Shopify apps now, both of which are actually dashboards, and they are not the actual Shopify app, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so this is the one that we've just created. I am actually going to be using this one here for the example. The reason for this is when you first tap on it, you just need to log in. Obviously, that's not an issue. You just click log in. It'll bring you to the website. You just log in. And once you've done that, it'll bring you to this page here. And as you can see, it is extremely clean and obviously very authentic. The goal obviously with this is to make it look as legit as possible, and honestly having it as an actual app on your phone, I don't think there's a better way of doing that, But yeah, so I'm going to quickly run through a couple of the features if you haven't seen the desktop video as well, but it's very similar, the same kind of features. You can change the time frame, the number of visitors, the total sales, of course, by simply tapping, and you can change it to what you want. Just for the example, I'm just going to add an extra 0. And yeah, literally everything is the same. You can change, obviously, literally everything on here. The orders, the conversions, you just literally tap on your screen, and even the sessions, you can kind of go through that yourself. All these windows down here as well, high risk orders, obviously your chargebacks, things like that, you can obviously change if you wish to. Even your actual Shopify funding capital, like I said, all the numbers on here are, you can actually change. But something I do want to go over real quick is at the top here, this is actually your store name. It won't say Dashmock to begin with. It'll actually tell you to change it with instructions to change it. Obviously, you don't want to miss that. So you want to change that to whatever your store name would actually be on Shopify. And you can also add a little icon here in the top left, from your camera roll. You can just change that there. But apart from that, to be honest, there isn't a lot more really to go through on the app itself. But, like I say, it is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best ways to actually show results, or, whatever you wish to use the tool as, in whichever way, I think it is the best way to go about doing it. Something about having it on your phone, I think it definitely helps, to show it's authentic. And in the top right here, I'm just going to quickly, this isn't on the app, but like I say, this is kind of what it'll look like. You can literally have it as it would be an app, which, like I say, it's crazy. But to be honest, right, that's pretty much everything in terms of the walkthrough for the app itself. Like I say, there is a few other bits you can do, but for now, I think that's everything I kind of wanted to cover. I just wanted to show you how to actually add it as a bookmark on your home screen. If you do actually have any questions regarding obviously getting it added to your home screen, or even obviously anything with the dashboard itself, make sure to drop us a message on the website, just this little button here, and feel free to obviously reach out to us. You know, we do like the feedback. But yeah, that is pretty much everything. Thanks, guys.